Orange Sky Audio presents Queen of the Owls by Barbara Linn Probst. Narrated for you by Brenda Scott Wlalzo. Part 1. The Photographer. 1. Everyone had to meet somewhere. If Elizabeth thought about it that way, the fact that she met Richard at a Tai Chi class was no more or less auspicious than a first meeting at, say, a bookstore or bus stop. It was only later, looking back, that everything seemed heavy with meaning. She had seen people practicing Tai Chi on Founder's Lawn in the center of campus. The unbelievably slow flexing of an arm or foot, the serene gaze that always made her feel in contrast nervous and clumsy. She had watched, entranced, as they rotated their hips and pushed effortlessly against the air. After a while, it felt odd to simply watch. Being inside the movements instead of looking at them, that was the point. The Tai Chi studio was only a few blocks from the university and offered a discount to faculty and students. Elizabeth was both, a PhD student who taught undergraduate courses, which she took as a double sign that she ought to enroll. Besides, Ben had his squash games 2 evenings a week. It was only fair for her to have Wednesdays. Ben could manage. He knew how to read Mike Mulligan and his steam shovel at least as well as she did. Better, according to Daniel. At 4.5, Daniel was quite sure of his judgments. Ben wouldn't begrudge her 1 night a week. And then, when she came home tranquil and balletic, he'd applaud her decision. Anyway, that was the theory. The classes were held in a converted factory in the 4th-floor studio of a short, grave martial arts instructor with limited English. Elizabeth tried to explain that Tai Chi was new to her, but he cut her off. "You can," he said. "You try, and you can." "Really?" Elizabeth wanted to say. "Tell me one thing in life that works that way." But she nodded with what she hoped was the right combination of humility and confidence. Then she took a place in the back of the room where she could steal glances at the other pupils. Most of them, she saw, had been doing this for a long time. It was clear from the elegant, almost bored way they twisted and stretched.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?